What's going on, guys, and welcome back to some more of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. The last part, we did some side quests in Hyrule Castle Town Market, made it to Zora's Domain, and this part we're going to explore a little bit of Zora's Domain. Now, I need 10 rupees, actually, to play one of the games, so, that we need to do to advance. However, I could, however, actually do, we got 10 rupees, so, yay! But anyway, let's get out the Deku Sticks, because it's actually the first thing I want to do is do a little bit of a side thing, but now there, however, is King Zora, so we can ask him right up front about the. Oh my dear, sweet Princess Ruto, where has she gone? I'm so worried. So yeah, he's concerned about Princess Ruto. So basically, if we were to use the Deku Stick to light these things, this was actually another one of the first heart pieces I ever got in Ocarina of Time. So. Yeah, so believe it or not, I did have 5 hearts at this point in the game, my first playthrough of this, so granted I was a kid at the time, but now we're gonna light these torches. And this one and this one. And we're gonna open that chest, which contains a piece of heart. I think that was actually the first. I take that back, because I would say that was the first complete heart container I got in Ocarina of Time. So, I think when I actually beat this game for the first time, I think I had like maybe 13 hearts. So, but that's aside the point. So, now what we're gonna do now is find a way to solve the problem. However, if we go upwards to where King Zora was and go to the left, this is why I actually needed to get some rupees really quick so I can actually afford to play this game. So, basically, if we were to talk to this Zora over there, here, diving game, it's 20 rupees. I'll be right back. If we were to check out the Zora shop, however, we can only buy Deku. We can buy a fish for 200 rupees. We can buy a red potion. We can't really carry arrows yet. So, and we can buy a Zora tunic, but we can't carry that yet. And now back at this Zora, this is the we can pay 20 rupees for the diving game, and we have to pick up all the rupees. And notice how we get a lot of blue rupees. I think we actually do get a return on investment also, because 5 times 5 is 25, so yeah, we do get a return on investment, so that's if we win the damn thing. They give us plenty of time to do this also, so I don't think I've ever once failed this in my entire life, so. Yeah, we get 29, and yeah, we do get a return on investment if we win this, so. Hey, if you get one rupee left, so you can technically still get break even, but hey, congratulations, I got something very nice for you, come and get it. So yeah, we go over to, what a graceful dive. Now please take this. This is a scale of our kind. With this you can dive much deeper under the water. And we get the silver scale. Jump into the water and press A, you can dive deeper than you could before. So this is essentially also how we can get through that hole over here, and if we go all the way down, hold on, so I can show it, and we end up in Lake Hylia. So another tradition in Zelda games to have a Lake Hylia. So, however, that failed to get that bottle. If we dive down there, however, we get an empty bottle. Put something inside and proceed to use it. What's something already inside? So what's something that's already inside? So yeah, there's actually, however, a few things I want to do in Lake Hylia. It's more side quest stuff, but since we're doing it 100%, why the hell not? But remember that we're gonna go up to this scarecrow over here. I am Banuru, the scarecrow musical genius. I hear a song once and I never forget it, baby. Whoa, you have an ocarina? Why would you lay a tune with me, baby? This is the easiest way, in my opinion, to do this. Will, not bad. I'll remember it for you anyway. I don't mean I can remember only 8 notes, but I can. Let's just cut it right there for now, baby. I think if we go to the other, what's now we have to say? We already talked to Saria. Oh, there's bugs. And I didn't actually know those bugs were there. But yeah, I think we know the Scarecrow song. Hold on, let's test it. Yeah, this lets us, we're gonna need the Scarecrow song for later, however, and I don't like that it's about to be daytime because there's gonna be a Skulltula that we can only get at night, so, but we can change that. I love the Sun song so much, but anyway, we're gonna want to do a couple of things. First of all, we're gonna place a bug here. Actually, can we? Yay, we cheated it! There's only really a couple more we really need to do, but I actually don't even really need to do that actually, because there's only a couple more we can really do as young Link, so at least this point in the game. But now jump slash, and that should get our Skulltula coming up to 26. However, there's another one in Lake Hylia that we can only get at night. That one we cannot get quite yet, so however, there's gonna be one all the way across the lake. So there's the owl. We don't really need him right now, but actually we need to swim across to get that Skulltula. So let's swim across the lake, and I have to do this before it gets to daytime. But I have the Sun song also, so. Now that, down the bottom over there of Lake Hylia, that's the water temple, but that's much, much later in the game, and trust me, we'll get to the water temple, I'll tell you that much. And it's about to go to daytime, however I can still make a miracle happen. Fuck. Well, we have to play the Sun song, because the Skulltula only appears at night. And, come on. We ambushed him right as soon as it hit night. So yeah, that gets our Skulltula count up to 27. So we almost have the reward. And on top of that, if we go to this area over here, the rest of this video is essentially going to be side quests. So usually best to get them out of the way now. So believe it or not, we're going to get yet another full heart container in this video also, let me tell you that much. But if we go over here, it's this is the fishing pond. The fish are really biting today. However, if we go in there, well, don't you want to go fishing for 20 rupees? So yeah, that I just skipped the tutorial, but basically we use the fishing rod with B. And then we want to catch enough of, actually, I can actually show it off really quickly. I also changed my targeting settings in the menu before I started this test, but this is 6 pounds. So basically, if you beat that record, you get a heart piece, so. Yeah, I did change the settings, so. I don't think I changed the settings though for my liking, but I think it's the fish we want is actually in the middle. Yeah, the big fish typically prefer deeper waters, but I don't think that's the fish we need, so. It could be actually, if it's bigger than 6, I think the fish we actually need is 8 pounds, but if we check it, this is, it's 5-pounder. No, we don't need that. Let's try to stand in a different position. I think it's next to that log also that big fish typically lies. It always lies in the same spot, which those that have seen my Sonic Adventure DX playthrough, it's also kind of like that in the Big the Cat levels. don't see that fish, however. It is because I'm having a hard time because I changed the targeting settings, so I think it should be over here. That's the fish we're looking for, so wait till he bites. Come on. No. Okay, he went away. So basically, I might need to start. I might have to cut out the footage. Hold on, Navi, please don't go over there. Actually, we're at the right angle. Just we'll reel it in a little bit, and then weird because this game has such a weird fishing mechanic. I'm normally not very good at games with fishing mechanics. Like Twilight Princess also has a fishing mechanic, and let's say I'm not a fan. I'm not really a fan of that game's fishing mechanic either. So just come on, get the damn fish. It's also hard because I did change the targeting settings, so I think this should be good though. Come on, Mr. Fishy. All right, we got him. So we just have to reel him. I think this is the fish they want. Actually, it's always in the same spot. So I didn't even know you can change the camera angle. Like my index finger just slipped, my middle finger just slipped on the Z button. So, but anyway, we can. You just have to hold the A button and then just be careful because if you let go of it, the fish will get away. So, and if we go, however. That is a big fish. It's about whoa, it's a real lunker. It weighs 11 pounds, so we'll keep it. So if we go up to the fishing guru, weigh my fish. Whoa, this fish is huge. It looks like a new record. It weighs at least 11 pounds. So yeah, we got a piece of heart. So we don't have to. We can now quit and. Yeah, we can go back. We could go back to Zora's domain, however, there's a couple of things I want to take care of in a neighboring area. So there's also a couple of Skulltulas I want to get also. So mainly one Skulltula I want to get. There's 2 heart pieces and a Skulltula, so. But anyway, if we were to, this is the way to get back on the Hyrule Field. So we now have a shortcut to get from Lake Hylia to Zora's domain. So go on Hyrule Field and avoid the owl because I don't really want to talk to him. Please. But anyway, if we can now go and be careful of those things because if those things with spikes at you, they take a whole heart of damage. So all right, can we avoid the owl? Can we please avoid the owl? Okay, we avoided the owl. So, yeah, there's a couple of heart pieces I want to get here and a Skulltula. However, if we go to this area, we don't even really need to go here as Young Link. However, this is Ruto Valley. So, we go all the way over here. This is iconic music. Ruto Valley. And yeah, we can just go and we can essentially go and we can grab this cuckoo and now we're essentially going to try to see if we can carry it all the way down to that crate. Now, you don't want to throw them like this. You essentially want to just drop them. And just be careful. See if we can grab them in time. No. I'll see you guys back here. Because if we take that path down here, take us back to Lake Hylia. Wow. That was a close call. By the way, that Skulltula we cannot get yet, so we have to hold on that for that. Where we can go and get that. This is gonna be a long part, but essentially now we're going to go and get that. We're gonna get that Cuckoo, and actually we're gonna take it the opposite direction. And most of the time I have to take 2 trips here. We're actually gonna get out my other bug because that's and also get out the magic beans because why the hell not? And so let's go, and I don't want to throw just yet because I don't want to take the fall damage, but we just have to essentially ride the Cuckoo down here. And 3, 2, 1, go! Wow, that just took a whole heart of damage. But anyway, what's this Ruto have to say? Why did you come all the way down here? What, you were just about to ask me the same thing? Well, now that you're down here, you may as well make the best of it things. But now if we take the bugs in here, this is actually the last of the bug section we can really do as Young Link, but I did that wrong. We have to, I have to be closer, so. That didn't even work. I'm gonna have to come back here. Okay. Because there's supposed to be a Skulltula in there, but I'm gonna have to come back here later. Yay! But anyway, either way, there's a piece of heart in here. Go all the way back and get the ladder. Climb up the ladder. And we get another full heart container. So now we have a total of 8 hearts, which I think is the most you can have for this part of the game. So, however, I'm gonna have to go back here later and get that Skulltula. So, it's also why I decided not to plant the magic bean. But I'll see you guys all the way back at Zora's domain. I did, however, forget to plant this magic bean, and we're gonna want to do that later. So we're gonna want to do that for later. So. However, back in Zora's domain, we do need to catch a fish in a bottle. So, just get this little guy. We don't even really need to buy it for 200 rupees. Let's just do this for free. But anyway, we do need to go back to King Zora and give him the letter from Princess Ruto, because remember at the beginning of this party, he was worrying about Princess Ruto. Anyway, if we were to go all the way over here. Oh, this letter it's from Princess Ruto. Let me see. She's inside Lord Jabu Jabu. That's not possible. Our guardian god, Lord Jabu Jabu, would never eat my dear Princess Ruto. But since that stranger Ganondorf came here, Lord Jabu Jabu has been a little green around the gills. The evidence seems clear. Of course, you'll go find Ruto. You can pass through here to the altar of Lord Jabu Jabu. I'll keep this letter. You keep the bottle it was in. Take it respectfully. Please find my dear Princess Ruto immediately, Zora. And now we're at the Zora's Fountain. There's a couple of things I want to do with Zora's Fountain. This is a long part, but there's Lord Jabu Jabu. But first of all, I want to actually take care of something at the end of I want to take care of the end of the whatever this place is called. Basically, there's a Skulltula I want to get. So first of all, and there's also we need the bombs because I also want to switch shields because the Deku shield is going to be more helpful for the next dungeon than the Hylian shield. So that's there's also that. Time doesn't pass also in this area, but where the hell is the okay, it's all the way over there. So I just had to take a quick glimpse at the map. But anyway, we open this tree, or we roll this tree, another Skulltula, so we have to jump slash. And bomb here. And anyway, this is another Great Fairy's Fountain, and if we go over here. Welcome, Link. I am the Great Fairy of Magic. I will give you a magic spell. Please take it. You got for Aurora's Wind. This is warp magic and use with C. Warp when you are in danger. You can all teleport to the warp point. When you first use the magic, you'll create a warp point. When you use the magic again, you can either dispel the warp point and create up to that point. Remember, you can use Aurora's Wind only in dungeons that have a dungeon map hidden inside. So, battle is mean you. So yeah, you can only use them in dungeons or temples. So I wanted to just come and pick that up quickly. However, now we're gonna go back to Jabu Jabu. Now back at Lord Jabu Jabu and Zora's Fountain, if we use the fish we got from earlier. Now, we're inside Jabu Jabu's belly. Now I'm going to lay it off for this part of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. So next time in Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, we're going to venture into Jabu Jabu's belly and see if we can find Princess Ruto. See you guys then.